Hey, what's going on, guys? Jared here. I just got back from my OTS tournament, and I just got undefeated first place, or actually technically split in the finals with my friend. But yeah, it was undefeated, to that point, and then we split with Snake Eye. This is a deck, obviously, that was neutered on the ban list with the loss of Diabellstar through OSS. So now we are left with different types of piles, and I was browsing YouTube and trying to find any inspiration of players who are still trying to play Snake Eye. They just don't exist. You only really get Fire King variants of the deck, which is really annoying because I don't like the Fire King variant. I like Snake Eye, like just pure the Snake Eye cards. And of course, as you know the channel, I've been playing Fiend Smith cards a lot. I love those cards. I think they're so good and fun and interactive. So Fiend Smith is also in here, but they are just the best extenders by far. They are one card link 3s to be able to get in the Princess. It's just insane. So please don't click away because I'm playing Fiendsmith cards. I just want to know, is normal summoning Snake Eye Ash cool yet? This was so hated for so long, and now people did not seem to mind when I was normal summoning this card because it seems more balanced. But in reality, what you lost, you didn't really lose the one card Snake Eye Ash line. You lost consistency to get to it and extenders to get to it through Diabellstar and OSS. But you're still going Ash, Poplar, Field Spell, the whole 9 yards. And full comboing from there, and the end board is still unbreakable. You're not beating it. So yeah, the deck felt great. I think I only bricked one time throughout the whole day. So yeah, overall I really liked it. Hope you guys do, and let me know how you feel about Snake Eye. Because I just don't see Snake Eye being talked about anymore, and I think it's still strong. I think it's still a really, really strong deck. I want to talk about some of the changes I would make as well, because I think there is some. And yeah, let's just go ahead and just get into it a little bit. So for the Snake Eye engine, of course, 1 Ash, the best normal summon in Yu-Gi-Oh! 1 Poplar, it's at 1. Flameberg's Dragon, 2 copies of Oak, 1 Snake Eye Diabellstar, and 1 copy of the Field Spell. This is all of the Snake Eye monsters. It feels so small for calling it a Snake Eye deck, but this is really all you need. Oak, I'm still in between 2 to 3 of this card. The problem is Oak is just an additional normal summon, and when you actually count the normal summons in the deck, the number's pretty high, and I don't want to increase that number more than I have to, because you have to think of Ash, Poplar, Oak, and then when you get to the other engines, you have Lacrima and Worry are also normal summons, and I don't want those stuck in my hand. Any competitive player will know there is definitely a number of normal summons you don't want to go over, and yeah, so I think 2 Oak is appropriate just for the math reasons, but otherwise 3 is playable, but you just need to play other ways to get to it. One of those ways is Bonfire. Bonfire being able to search still either Ash or Poplar as the extender or the starter, really, really strong. So this counts as both an extender and a starter a lot of the time, which is awesome, and thank God this card is still at 3. Another one, 1 for 1, probably the best starter in the deck because you don't use normal summon to get to Ash, which is just insane. I never drew it today, but still really, really cool. And the next card that I was trying out today was 3 copies of Where Art Thou, which is pseudo Bonfire, but obviously it's not as good, but it's good enough. So the thought process was there is 0 chance in hell that Snake Eye Ash is going to resolve if I normal summon it. So what I wanted to do was go normal summon Snake Eye Ash, it gets Impermanent Veilered, and then I have Where Art Thou and how Where Art Thou for Poplar, and then it's perfectly fine and dandy. You can just keep moving on from there. That exact line actually never came up today, but that was the thought process behind it, and the other engine also gets you to a level 1, which was the Fiendsmiths. So I played 3 copies of Engraver, and 1 copy of Lacrima, 2 copies of Tract, and then 1 copy of Lurry. So the logic behind it was that these 5 also give you the level 1 in Lurry, and also they're non-normal summon reliant, so you can go Engraver or Tract, get to Lurry, Where Art Thou for Ash, make your DDD setup with Lacrima and Requiem in the graveyard for the opponent's turn as well, normal summon Ash, and then you have DDD, Ash, and everything already set up, and you can just full Snake Eye combo afterwards with DDD steps. You don't have to worry about Nib anymore. And yeah, that's just really, really solid. Oh, and then the 1 Paradise, of course. So yeah, that was kind of the logic for that. I liked Where Art Thou. Like I said, I only bricked on it once, but I think it's debatable to play a 3rd Tract. I think that might be the one thing that I miss in the deck right now. So this is the main engine stuff, you can say. I know people are probably getting tired of Fiendsmith cards, but they just really are that good. They're so good, and the worst part is they're fun. They're so fun. I hate to say it. I know they're hated. I know they're expensive, but I want them to get reprinted because I want everybody to be able to use them because they really just are fun and enjoyable cards to use, and the aesthetic of them is just so cool. I love the art and everything. Oh, by the way, ignore my Chick-fil-A sitting here. I'm starving after locals. So going on to non-engine, I have 1 copy of Called By, 2 copies of Droplet, and 3 copies of Talents. This is one of the few times where I played 3 Triple Tactics Talents, and I actually liked it. I did not draw 2 of it. I did not brick on it. It actually felt good for once. Droplet, I feel like underperformed. I didn't see it a lot to really gauge it, maybe once or twice, but it wasn't impactful the times that I did see it. And then moving on for hand traps. I wanted to do a combination of board breakers and hand traps because I think that's how you get the best bang for your buck, being able to hit certain things to weaken the board, as long as you know what you're hitting, and then using something like a droplet or a talents to just push through the rest of it, and then go from there. So for the actual hand traps, 3 copies of Ash, 3 copies of Fua, 3 copies of Imperm. This is kind of a hand trap and a breaker. Like, I use this as a breaker so much, just being able to like hold this in your hand. They end on just detonator, and you just detonator, or let's say Imperm the detonator, and you can just combo from there. Really, really strong. 3 copies of Veiler, and then the 3 Bestials, Druisworm, and Magnemite. Yeah, these cards are broken. Yeah, also, like, just them being bodies, like, Bestials in tandem with the Fiendsmith cards is wild. Being able to make Moon as extra bodies is ridiculous, as all hell, because you get the best of everything. You're able to stop your opponent, give yourself a body to be able to start comboing without even really committing anything. So that is it for the main deck. I believe it's 43 cards. To the extra deck for the Fiend Smith stuff: Requiem, Sequence, Moon, Agnum Day, Caesar, Desiree, Princess. Yeah, pretty boring. There's like nothing really to discuss here. This is Relinquished Anima. Shout out to Heads for letting me borrow it today. Charmer, IP, SP, Princess, Ambo Whale, Raging Phoenix, and Zelantis. Yeah, this was all fun. Honestly, this feels like really standard, but there's like other stuff in the extra deck I want to play that can come up. Obviously, this is before Snake Eyes Doom Dragon comes out, and that card is broken. So Doom Dragon makes Poplar a 1-card Snake Eye line, which is nice. So I am really looking forward to that card, and there's some other cool lines you could do with it. Things with, what's it called? I can't remember. Cross Sheep. There's like lines with that card as well. That might be a replacement for the Fiendsmith stuff, but we'll see, because instead of making Moon, you make Cross Sheep. So that's like something we'll have to see. I'll test out in the future. But overall, I really, really like this deck. The extra deck was fine to me. I really didn't make a lot of this stuff. I actually never did any of these, funny enough. And yeah, I made everything else. Just these cards I never actually made, surprisingly. I never needed to. The Fiendsmith stuff just did enough damage as it was. So that kind of worked out in my favor, I guess. And then very quickly for the side deck, I'll just show what I played, but I don't think it's anything too crazy. 3 Lancia, 3 Perulia, 3 Nib, 3 Strike, and there's 3 Spooky Dogwood. I never went into time. I never put this in. This was nowhere near coming in. All my matches were over within like 20 minutes to 25 minutes, so this was like an irrelevant card. But yeah, all this was fine. Going first, going second. You just like going second, I feel like you just need like a million hand traps and breakers to even try to play in the format, so I just wanted to maximize my chances of seeing hand traps at least. So yeah, that's the deck. Let me know what you guys think, because again, I said it when Snake Eye first came out, I really liked the deck, but it got so overused so fast, and it was so freaking boring. It was frustrating. So I'm happy to be able to play it again and not get like called, you know, the meta sheep person for playing it. It's just a cool deck. I really think it was, and being able to use it again is just a breath of fresh air. So let me know what you guys think down below for Snake Eye, and what would you play? I tried the Kashtira engine. I was not a fan of it. The deck building just kind of makes it awkward, because you can't replace the Fiendsmith engine. They're just too good, and playing Fiendsmith, Kashtira, and Snake Eye is too many. It's just too many engines in one deck, where it doesn't work together as well, and you're not seeing as much non-engine as you would like to. So that's just my opinions on it. If there's anything else you guys want to ask me about, feel free to put it in the comments, and I'll try my best to answer. But yeah, that's going to do it. Please subscribe if you enjoyed, and yeah, I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.